Hello, my YouTube tribe. How are you? This is Dee from Consciously Focused Tarot. Some of you will be relieved to know there won't be any musical background. There won't be any music in the background today. I do like to use the Tibetan singing bowls and healing music in the background, but because it is copyrighted music, I have to use it very frugally. And if I want to monetize any of my videos, I cannot have any copyrighted music in my videos. So therefore we will be doing this reading censor music, and I'm sure some of you will be relieved. Okay, now, okay, this is the weekend reading. Did I say weekly? Weekend. I already uploaded the weekly reading on Monday, and those solar eclipse energies that are coming in that are already here, amazing. But then I go to do the weekend reading. I'm like, what in heaven's name? It's nearly as though the spread is a complete opposite to the weekly. I thought, well, even though I did the week to encompass the weekend, I've done a separate weekend reading. And I'm like, what in heaven's name is going on here? And I did this spread a couple of days ago, and I've had to sit with it. I've really had to sit with it and pray and wait for that divine message here of what it is that's coming up in my cards that I've drawn anyway. I can't speak about anybody else's, but this is a collective reading, okay? And what dawned on me, what came to me, was the reason why these, even despite the beneficial energies of the solar eclipse and Jupiter going direct, the reason why these this weekend spread has come up like the total opposite, okay, is that it seems to be that there are dichotomies playing out here. It's nearly as though when the sun comes out and these beneficial planets come out, and they are providing us with energies that are illuminating, they don't just illuminate the good stuff, okay? They illuminate the dark side as well, because a coin has two sides, okay? And you have to look at both sides to get the whole picture, okay? And it's like light cannot exist without dark, dark cannot exist without light. They coexist together, so you have to look at the whole picture to be able to realistically and practically move forward. You know, if we're only ever looking at the positive side, we're out of balance, and we're not always going to make the best decisions because it's not realistic. You know, you have the negative with the positive, you know, so, and we have to look at both. So what I'm seeing here is, and then we also have, we've got Leo in the North Node, or True North, with Aquarius in the South Node, okay? Then we have the full moon influence in Capricorn with the solar eclipse in Cancer. So there are a lot of polarities going on, a lot of energies that are polarizing each other, okay? Because Leo in the North Node is your true north. It's where we're striving to be, you know. That is our path of destiny, where we're supposed to be, what we're supposed to be striving for ultimately. And then Aquarius in the South Node are those things that we still need to work on. You know, what's an illusion, what's real, you know, what do I need to perfect to be able to prepare myself to go in the direction of my true north, okay? And then you have the polarities of Capricorn And Cancer, Capricorn is about doing, it's about integrity, it's about being reliable, it's about commitment, it's about going the extra mile, it's about walking your talk, okay? But the South Node in, but the Cancer energy now is about how you feel, your emotions, okay? What are really my emotions, or what are the emotions that I am taking on from my environment that may not be mine? I may be carrying the feelings and emotions of other things, peoples, and responsibilities that really are not mine, and they're not mine to carry. Okay, because Cancerians and water signs, they're also very empathic. They're like sponges. Okay, and they do pick up a lot of feelings and emotions of people in their environment. Okay, so there is a lot of these polarities going on that we need to navigate and figure out what's what. Okay, and that is what I saw had come up in the cards. So my weekly reading, solar eclipse reading, and Jupiter reading was like, wow, you know, divine unions, and people may be following a new spiritual path, teaching or learning a new spiritual doctrine, finding and, you know, uniting with their soul tribes, having more interest in looking more into their ancestry, their roots. Who am I? Where do I belong? There's all that was going on in the weekly reading. I don't know if you saw that. Okay, and there definitely are going to be unions. I think twin flame and soulmate unions at this time. And if it's not a union with another physical person, it is just that union, you know, within oneself. Okay, and so I thought, okay, this is a weekend reading, and then I kind of figured out what was kind of the messages that I got anyway, was like during the week we are like a hamster on the hamster wheel, just going around taking care of our day-to-day responsibilities, obligations, going to work, taking care of the family, looking after the kids, getting them to their baseball games and football games and ballet, whatever, you know, and just getting through the week. Okay, so a lot of us, if we're honest, during the week, you know, we're sort of switched to default mode, and we're not really tapped in, tuned in, and connected to ourselves and our spirit. Okay, so on the weekend now, when things slow down and the energy slowed down, and some of us don't have to work so hard on the weekend, we have more time for inner reflection, to connect back with ourselves and disconnect to the craziness going on outside. Okay, and this is why I do believe this spread has come up like this for the weekend, because a lot of us are going to be more reflective over the weekend and really connect back to ourselves, our spirit, and what's going on within us internally. Okay, hence this this spread here, and sometimes it does take, some of us are not disciplined enough to have create that quiet reflective space daily, in the morning and in the evening, maybe in the afternoon. Some of us are not disciplined enough to do that, or we may only do it when it comes to a crunch and we're like, oops, oh my goodness, what's going on here? I may need to send up a prayer or two right at the last minute. But I think a lot of us on Saturdays or Sundays have made it a part of our weekly practice to go to the synagogues, to go to church, to go to temple, to do your samadhi, whatever it is you do, to just shut out the outside world and connect to spirit. Okay, and I mean, I love Sundays and I love those days. Okay, but some of us are not disciplined enough to do that at home. Okay, where we just switch off all our devices, the TV, and do our meditation and really connect, not on a superficial level, but on a deep level with spirit and with ourselves. Okay, and Also, if the truth be known, you know, group prayer and collective prayer is more powerful anyway, because it benefits you and it benefits the collective if you're all on one accord, okay? And you pray collectively or in a group, a large group, it is, or you meditate, it is actually is exponentially more powerful, okay? So I went off on a tangent there just to say that this is why I think this contrasting reading has come up for the weekend, because on the weekend we take more time out to be reflective and to tune into the real true energies, not the manufactured energies around us, those superficial manufactured energies around us during the week, you know. So that being said, let's get into the readings. So what I'm seeing here is that despite all despite the energy shift right now and the new lovely energies coming in that we can tap into, also coming up are some memories and some pain from the past that we probably thought we had dealt with, we had healed from. But now this illumination is illuminating both sides, okay? It's illuminating the possibilities and the side of us that has healed, but it's also illuminating that part of us that still needs some healing, some memories of the past. And that's not a bad thing, because sometimes when we remember the pain of the past, we will be careful and use more discernment in making new decisions and new choices as we go forward, as these new opportunities present themselves, okay? And some people will be reconciling in relationships, okay? And like I said, if you are reconciling in relationships, remember why you broke up in the first place. Is that energy and that dynamic still present? Okay, and from what I can see here, there is a tad of that dynamic defensiveness, some people still not being totally honest. They may not be communicating very honestly how they're feeling or what their intentions are. That had led to some toxicity and a breakdown in the first place. Okay, so some of that energy still is around, and that's okay. You know, when we're healing and we're clearing up and cleaning up situations and turning them around, it doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, a little bit at a time, and then when we have the awareness, then we can make a new decision and decide how what approach we want to take to move that situation along in a more healthy direction, or just say, okay, it's time to cut my losses and move on. Okay, so let's start out with, okay, let me start with the past. This is the energies. No, let me start here. This is the energies that I see coming, still kind of lingering around from the past. So basically, if my message for this reading was anything before I go any further, it would be, it's time to clear up your energy. The residue energy of what we had all been working on for the last 6, 7, 8 months. We were working through certain issues. We were integrating new lessons within ourselves and new energies within ourselves. They're integrating, balancing out, still healing and getting through that. Nearly come through the other side, but there's still some residue energy lingering in your thoughts, in your mind, or it may be these things may have just resurfaced again recently. So we still need to clear up our energy so we don't miss these new opportunities that are coming in. Or it may be that you may decide, okay, I'm not ready to take advantage of these new opportunities. I just want to stay here for a minute. Okay, that's up to you. But it's just having that awareness of where we are right now, okay? So here we have the King of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. So some of you were healing from a situation that happened in the past, okay, where you feel that someone may have used unfair tactics to get an advantage over a situation, okay, or in a situation that you was involved in. And these feelings or the memories of this may be resurfacing, and some of you really do feel that it caused an injustice to you, okay, and it created a toxic situation. Yeah, that it was hard to release and it was hard to let go of. So this is the energies that I feel resurfacing, okay, that need to be addressed and released once and for all, okay. And there is definitely a fire sign involved, there is earth sign involved, and air sign. So the air signs are Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. The fire signs are Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. And then we have the earth signs here, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Okay, so some of you are releasing this energy, you're healing from this energy, but some of you felt that there was a huge injustice was done, a huge imbalance was created that created a pretty toxic situation. You're healing from it. It seems as though now these memories or these feelings or emotions are surfacing again, okay. And you're probably just at the last ends now, just to do whatever you need to do to clear this out of your energy, okay. Now in the center of the reading we have the Strength card, the Leo card, okay. So there are a lot of you, a lot of us now are definitely standing in your power. You are standing in your power, you're focusing on your true north, your true node, your destiny, your purpose of where it is you're supposed to be, who it is you're supposed to be, okay? And this is in the center of your reading, so that this is a great card to have in the center of your reading. This is another fire sign as well, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So you could be dealing with a Leo, Aries, or a Sagittarius, or you may be taking on this energy because Leo is in the north node right now, okay. And this is the energy we all need to take on, passion, coming from the heart, love, but I mean really passionately, truly coming from the heart, okay. However, the challenge is Five of Swords, and that is ironic because this is an air sign. This is also represented by Aquarius. We have the polarities of Leo in the north node and Aquarius in the south node. We have the polarities there, okay, that we need to balance, all right. And but this card can also be any air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, but I would say more Aquarius, especially because of the planetary influences, okay, and especially because of the dichotomies that has shown up between the weekly and the weekend reading, okay. So what the challenge here is to stop the mind games, get out of your head. Some of you may be protecting yourself with mental strategies, mind games, wanting to win at all costs. Whoever you're dealing with, you see someone here is defeated, so someone here just wants to win and leave the other person defeated at all costs as long as they win. But with this card, everybody loses. Nobody wins with this card or with this energy, okay. So this is the challenge of the whole reading. It's really let your heart lead, okay, and not your mind, which is, this is a card of fear too, okay. This is a card of fear where the mind feels that they don't want to feel vulnerable, because to lead with your heart means you have to allow yourself to be vulnerable and trust, that if you follow your heart, it's going to lead you in the right direction and you will be protected. And you have the bear here, so you are protected. If you follow your heart, you will be protected, okay? So your challenge is, for those of you that this is resonating with, is stop hiding behind your mental prowess, your intellectualizing, mind games, you know. This person is also disconnected from their emotions and their heart, which is the antithesis of this card. So this is a challenge. If you don't read anything else, if you switch off this video now, I think I've already given you the take home to this video. Follow your heart. Let your heart guide you, not your head or your mind. Your head or your mind is that south node. It's trying to protect you in something where you may not need protection. It's just, you just go into this default, this defensive mode. But what is that saying? Take no hostages. You know, you've got to win at all expense and take no hostages, but everybody loses with this card. Okay, so trust your heart and follow where your heart wants to lead you. Okay, and you can see here that for some of you here, the confirmation cards here is, some of you just want peace. You know, you want to work, do whatever work you need to do, but you're working very, very hard at bringing peace into your life. Okay? And it could be that some of you may be using this tactic to bring peace into, you feel that this will bring peace into your life by using this tactic, but it won't. Following your heart, really your heart will bring peace into your life, okay? Of what you know is best for you. And some of you also just want peace because you may be focusing on your job, you may be focusing on your career or making more money. You may be focusing on mastering a skill, and you need peace and concentration to be able to do that. You don't need drama in your life, okay? Some of you may be focusing on a new skill, focusing on developing a new skill that is very close to your heart. You know, something that you love to do, okay? So, that was a take home for the whole reading. So here, in the foundation, we have the 8 of Cups. Again, this is another air sign, air energy, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. So some of you were all in your head, but you're slowly coming out. You know, something or some situation, thoughts, was imprisoning you in a cyclic pattern of thoughts, ruminating and going, negative thoughts, ruminating and going around in your mind that was keeping you stuck. But you're coming out of that now, okay? And whatever it was you were ruminating about, it could have been to do with water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, may have made you an offer and you may have turned it down because you weren't ready. Or you may have made someone an emotional offer or gesture and they may have turned you down, okay? But you're coming out of that. You're coming out of that, but you may still not be ready to open up your emotions to this person yet, okay? And that is reiterated here with the 3 of Swords. This also is healing. This is the loss, the card, the grieving, the loss, the disappointment, the painful breakup card. But in reverse, it's good because you're healing. But that's also with the Knight of Pentacles. So it means that while you guys may be, or some of you guys may be healing, it's very, very slow. It's a very, very slow healing process, okay? Because you needed to get out of your head and being defensive, and anyway, healing takes as long as it takes, okay? But it's it was a very, very slow healing process. And some of you may have had to do with the earth sign, a Capricorn, Virgo, or a Taurus that had caused this pain. Okay, for some of you it could have been a water sign. Now, and for some of you again, you may have had an offer, some type of a job offer, some type of job offer, or something to do with money, career, business, a home. You may have had this offer, but you turned it down, okay? Or you may have made someone an offer in that regard and they turned you down, okay? Because this person here is not moving forward. They're just stuck. And this can also mean that while you're on the mend, and you're on the mend, it's very, very slow. It's the healing is a slow process here. That was in the past. But here it looks as though you are focused on, this is where you want to be. This is where your focus is. You want to take on the energy of the Queen of Wands, who is vivacious. Okay, she's motivating, she's inspiring, she's full of creative energy, she's confident. When she walks into a room, all the heads turn. Okay, she can change, her energy can change the whole energy of the room to a very vibrant, revitalizing, refreshing, creative energy. This person can also uplift people's spirits if they're feeling down. This person is also psychic. This can be male or female, okay? So this is what a lot of you guys are focused on. And this is the energy that is around for you to tap into for when you're ready. But some of you, it looks as though you're not ready, but you're getting there, okay? And also, some of you may be using this energy to go into partnership with somebody. Okay, whether it be a business partnership or some form of collaboration, or some of you will be going into some type of romantic partnership with somebody. Some of you may be thinking about traveling with your partner, whether it be in the romantic sense or a business sense. Because you can see the couple has a globe in their hand and they're both looking at it as though to say, hey, the world's our oyster. Where should we take this? Where should we go? What should we do with what we have here? Because the seeds have been planted. You can see that these two rods are firmly planted in the ground. Now they just need to move. They just need to take action. Action needs to be taken now. Okay, where are we going to go? What are we going to do? The world's our oyster. And with this type of energy, you can do anything, okay? And you're protected, all right? However, also here, be careful to use discernment. Use discernment, because some of you may not be following your intuition because you're still focused on betrayal of the past. You're still focused on betrayal of the past and the pain and the breakup of a past situation. Okay, you're not connected to spirit. You're not using your intuition. And also for some of you, it can also mean use your intuition so you don't repeat the same mistake and get stabbed in the back or betrayed or suffer some type of major loss. Okay, just use your intuition, go with your heart, you know. Flow with your heart, but use your common sense, obviously. And when I mean your heart, I mean the heart of your soul, not just your emotions, you know, not just getting caught up in emotions. I mean following that deep yearning of your soul, okay? And time is on your side, and time will definitely bring in someone that's very loyal and devoted. A loyal and devoted partner, friend, ally. Someone that's got your back. Okay? So it's up to you guys and up to us all of how we use this energy, like I said, and what new decisions we make going forward as we heal and we're moving into a new cycle. Some of you may be ready to move forward, some of you may not, that's fine. But we still all need to work on clearing up our energy and cleaning up our energy from the past with prayer, affirmation, gratitude, and faith, you know. And surrounding yourself with your loved ones, people that have been there for you, people who love you, your friends, your family. And love yourself. Exercise self-care for yourself. You know, go to the spa, go jog, go and get yourself a makeover, you know. Just love on yourself, and so that you can sort of clear up this negative, the residue of this negative energy that's lingering from the past, and just surround yourself with high vibrating people, and don't stay around low vibrating people that drag your energy down. Okay, so whatever you all need to do, you know what that is, you know. And so that was your weekend reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, I'm out. This is Dee from Consciously Focused Tarot. Okay, when I say weekend, that's the 13th, 14th, and 15th, I believe. Okay, thank you all for your support. Remember to like and comment and share on your social platforms. And the link to all of my July and June readings is also in the description box below, and it's a live link that's updated regularly, okay, as I upload. Thank you guys. Bye.